Welcome to the UCSB Education Abroad Program presentation. I would like to first congratulate the students on being admitted to UCSB. We are all looking forward to having you join the UCSB community this fall. During this session, you will learn about the study abroad opportunities available to you. Over 1,000 UCSB students study abroad each year, and we hope that you will too in the future. Now, let's get started. We understand the current concerns surrounding the novel coronavirus. Due to the fluid nature of COVID-19, UC EAP is continually monitoring the pandemic and will take action based on the best interest of our students' health and safety. During the next 45 minutes, the following topics will be covered. As you will hear from many past EAP participants, the study abroad experience is a journey that lasts a lifetime. Let's now hear from Yitzel and Carl as they briefly share their journey with us.
Hi, my name is Yitzel, and I'm a political science major with a minor in history, and I studied abroad at the University of Barcelona.
My name is Carl and I studied at the University of Bristol in the United Kingdom.
One word that I would use to describe my EAP experience is definitely eye-opening.
When I went to Bristol, I found my community through joining the history club there and also meeting other study abroad programs as well.
After completing my undergraduate degree, I plan on attending law school and practicing immigration law. I was able to take courses at the law school of the University of Barcelona, where I was able to interact with professors and students that were getting ready to practice law, so it only furthered my path towards law school.
I was able to really grow in understanding the diversity of our world outside of the United States.
Not only was I able to expand on my Spanish speaking skills, I was also able to learn about my major from a different perspective.
Without the financial aid support, I would not have the opportunity to go abroad for the full year, to really grow in my field of study as a history major, and to fully appreciate the world that we live in.
Financial aid and scholarships from the UCAP system allowed me to go abroad in the first place. They funded my program costs as well as my living expenses abroad. Without them, I would not have been able to go otherwise.
For me, I'm going to go ahead and hopefully explore the world more to gain a greater understanding of our own world and to hopefully become a professor so I can teach future generations of the importance of culture and diversity.
I will actually be conducting research in Mexico.
By studying abroad, you're making an investment in yourself and your future. You are investing in the academic, professional, and personal areas of your life. The global society that we live in today is more connected than ever before, and firsthand experience in a different country is so important. Reasons why students study abroad include completing major coursework abroad, interning abroad, or going abroad to achieve fluency in another language. While not usually thought of prior to departure, EAP students often return home citing the confidence and independence they achieved while abroad, which ultimately helps them as they enter their postgraduate lives. Let's now hear from a few students who will tell you why you should study abroad.
I wanted to go to a culture that was completely different than mine. There's so much history.
It's a very good experience for your college years. On top of that, it looks very good on a resume.
I think everyone should study abroad, honestly, because it just opens you up to this whole range of experiences that you can't have in the United States.
Studying at any university, going abroad is definitely something you should do. You will get so much perspective on life, on culture. You'll see things that you never thought you would see, try foods that you never thought you would try and probably will love.
By going abroad, not only do you learn about the culture and the policies and political things that are going on in that country, but you also learn about other countries as well.
Why shouldn't you study abroad?
The UCSB Education Abroad program works exclusively with the UCEAP, the University of California Education Abroad program. Regardless of where you're studying in the world, you retain your UCSB and UC student status. This provides you with many benefits. such as earning UC units, fulfilling degree requirements, and utilizing your financial aid while on UC EAP. Financial aid will be discussed in more detail later in the presentation. We try our best to make this process as seamless as possible for you. On UC EAP, you can study abroad in over 40 different countries. Currently, programs are in the Americas, Africa and Oceania, Asia, the Middle East, and also in Europe. For many locations, there are multiple programs to choose from in each country. While the programs in Europe are popular, you are strongly encouraged to research options in other regions of the world. Our program locations are very diverse, and there's so much to learn in each one. Do not limit yourself. With the support of UC EAP behind you, get out of your comfort zone and consider studying in a country that may be unfamiliar to you. With a diverse set of program offerings, students of all majors can study abroad. Planning is key, and for some majors, such as those in the STEM fields, this process should begin early. With proper planning and guidance, even students with double majors can study abroad for the year and graduate on time. Let's now hear from two engineering students who recently studied abroad.
My name is Alex. I am a fourth-year mechanical engineer.
My name is Ben Flores. I'm a mechanical engineering major, and I studied abroad in Scotland.
I studied through the New Zealand Universities program in New Zealand, the city of Auckland specifically. I wanted to do something a little more like backcountry, and New Zealand is pretty sparsely populated, beautiful nature. I like to go backpacking a lot. And so it just seemed like the logical choice. Also, I like Lord of the Rings a lot, so all the film locations there were a lot of fun to see.
I chose them because I love to travel, and I think you start living when you leave your comfort zone, so I like to do that a lot. It was kind of difficult at first. I was trying originally to go somewhere else, but then I found other engineering students that had gone to Edinburgh before. And so I found their schedule. I basically just took the same classes as they did.
So I took a math course in numerical analysis, and then I took an electrical engineering course in electromagnetics, a mechanical engineering course in thermal heat transfer and fluid dynamics, and then I took a computer science class in like general software design.
Most people think they are really hard because I guess it's the University of Edinburgh, which is a really good school. But when you get there, the classes are very independent. So you don't get homework every week. You don't get like a lot of coursework like you do here. But the exam at the end is like 80% of your grade. So you have the whole semester to semi-study, and then the last few weeks you just study really hard for your final.
All of them could have. I did end up taking the software engineering course, pass no pass, just because I didn't take the prerequisite. I kind of forced my way in, and it was a bit over my head. So I took that pass no pass, but that could have been an engineering elective. But I got engineering elective credit for the electrical engineering class, and the other two classes counted very easily towards my major requirements.
Through UC EAP, they give you various scholarships that you can apply for. I applied for 2, and I got 1, so they gave me $2,000 in scholarships, and plus I got financial aid.
I really liked the feeling of being in a new place, not knowing what's out there, and being just uncomfortable enough that it's exciting, but not so much so that you feel alienated or unable to communicate with anybody, because that was always very easy.
My favorite thing about abroad was the people. I met so many amazing people abroad. My one piece of advice is if you want to study abroad, to do it. And don't hesitate, no matter the barriers. Just do it.
While many of our programs are taught in English, you are encouraged to pursue a program that allows you to take your courses in a foreign language. This may sound challenging, and it certainly is, but it is also very rewarding. Most students return with an advanced knowledge of or near fluency in that language. If you're looking for a program in English, there are many to choose from outside of England, Scotland, and Ireland. For example, you can take your courses in English in Thailand, where you can be immersed in the local Thai language and culture while still taking your courses in a language that you're comfortable with. Also, note that many of our programs have a limited space, so as long as you meet the program requirements, you can go. Lastly, while we do want you to select a program that you're passionate about, we also need for you to select a program that you can afford. Therefore, please take the cost into consideration when choosing. With such a large number of programs to choose from, we find that it helps to group these into 4 categories. These are all excellent options, and you will need to select the one that best meets your needs. The first option listed, enroll at a host university, is the most popular and one in which we have the most programs in. This option often provides a wide array of subjects and the opportunity to take courses with local students. The next option, UC programs taught in English, provides a different experience where the courses are curated along a certain theme and courses are taken with other UC students. Language programs allow students to focus on their language skills, and courses are typically offered at various levels. The last option listed is the single focus programs, where the courses are geared towards a specific subject area. Let's now hear from Bitoda as she talks about her experience enrolling at a host university.
My name is Batoda Hervey, and I'm a 4th-year global studies major. I studied abroad in Barbados, the University of the West Indies. I took Caribbean International Politics, I took Caribbean Social Development, I took Caribbean Men and Masculinities, and I took festivals, like Caribbean festivals and rituals. So the way Barbados is set up, you can either live on campus or you can live in like your own housing, like house or apartment off campus. So when you first arrive there, you're pretty much in this like temporary housing situation for about 3 to 4 days tops. And during that time, that's when you actually start looking for housing. The food was good. Oh my gosh, the food was so good. Do you know what's really got me about the food is like you see so much similarities in the food throughout the African diaspora between like soul food and like some Congolese food that I've had. And so like the fact that the staples are like rice and beans, and there's always some type of like seasoned bread, like fish cakes, or like we have macaroni and cheese, but they have a macaroni pie. It was so good. It reminded me a little bit of home, but with like a Caribbean twist. Oh my gosh, plantains. Their fried plantains, I already, I've had fried plantains, but it was just a reminder that they are the best food in the world. And fish, like you're on an island. The fish can't get any better than what you have right there on that island. It is so good. Their national fish, the flying fish, grilled or fried. So delicious. I'll say 3 modes of transportation. I'll include the 4th one too. One is walking. Another one is what's called ZRs. It's literally ZR and then their license plate number. But yeah, you call them ZRs, and pretty much it's a white van. And basically each white van will have a number and it has a route, kind of like the bus system here in America. And depending on where you're going, you just stick your arm out like this and it'll stop for you and you get in. Those can be kind of crazy. The music's blasting, people will be sitting on top of each other sometimes. And then the 3rd mode of transportation would be, we call them the yellow buses. Yeah, so basically the yellow buses are the same concept as the ZR. You stick your arm out, they'll pick you up. Those I think have more widespread routes, kind of like the buses here. No, there wasn't a language barrier. It's an English-speaking country and it's an English-speaking program. One thing I'll say that I wish I knew was more of like the opportunities to work with faculty. So I don't think I fully like understood or accepted the fact that I could genuinely like do some type of research or like internship out there. And so like the faculty are like more than willing to work or help you, but you do have to reach out and do it. Barbados is a beautiful island. The people are beautiful people with a beautiful culture, and there's so many things to learn and experience, but you have to be very open-minded to learn it and experience it and enjoy it. I would recommend someone to go to this program, anyone, just to learn a little bit more about the African diaspora. I think pretty much like Barbados and just the Caribbean region is a small yet significant part of this world that I think often gets overlooked. I tell people, it looks just like Google Images. Like white sand, blue water, tropical climate. It's beautiful. But now when you start looking at the people and the culture and just their position in relation to everybody else in the world, they seem so small and insignificant, but they're not. They're very significant. They're very resilient people. And to learn more about another group of people in this world, another region in this world, and specifically the Caribbean, and make their presence a little bit more known and add to that significance.
Let's now view this video to learn about the important topic of program costs. Please note that regarding financial aid, your financial aid package will be adjusted to the program cost. For example, if your program costs about the same as staying at UCSB, your financial aid package should remain approximately the same. If your program costs more than staying at UCSB, your financial aid package will likely be increased to meet your need, but the increase may come in the form of loans. And if your program costs less than staying at UCSB, your financial aid package will be decreased. As the video mentioned, you are encouraged to obtain an estimate of your EAP financial aid package to help you decide what you can afford. As you can see here, you can study abroad for the year and save money. There are more than 30 year-long programs that are cheaper than staying at UCSB. You are strongly encouraged to study abroad for the year. In addition to saving money for some programs, year-long programs provide other benefits as well. Let's watch this video to find out more. item to note is that many of our semester programs allow you the option to extend. This means that if you're not ready to commit to the year-long program yet, you can apply for a fall program, and once you're abroad, you can then decide to stay for the year. If you're wondering where you will be living while abroad, housing varies by program. While some may offer all of the options listed here, others might offer only homestays, which provide for an in-depth, immersive experience abroad. If learning the local language is one of your goals, a homestay will surely help you achieve this. While some programs will secure housing for students, other programs will require students to do this on their own. When this happens, UCEAP will provide resources, and we will put students in touch with previous students who have gone through this process. This is a photo of Chelsea and her homestay family in Chile. As you can see, she's having dinner with them, and that was one of the things that she truly enjoyed. Gaining career skills while in college is imperative these days, and many of our students include an internship, volunteer experience, or research opportunity while abroad. You can build this into your existing program, or you can select a program that focuses on an internship or research. If desired, you can even do this in the foreign language. Let's now hear from Lola, a former EAP student who studied in Jordan and interned while abroad.
Just everything about this internship was just like, it just blew my mind. Like, what am I doing standing next to the vice president of Iraq? Like, what? Who would have thought? I was in Amman, Jordan, interned at the Arab Institute for Security Studies on campus at the University of Jordan. I am a political science major and I focus on international relations and international security. The Arab Institute for Security Studies is one of the only bodies in the Middle East region that addresses specifically nuclear weapons and nuclear non-proliferation. It works towards working with other international organizations such as the European Union and League of Arab States in establishing a weapons-free zone in the Middle East. Kind of for a class, I got to have it as elective credit for my major. I had about like 3 set days of working in about 12 hours a week. And I was basically there every day because I was just like, this is just way too cool. There's way too much happening always and I don't want to miss a single second of it. I also had the opportunity to attend events supported by the European Union, the Hague Code of Conduct on combating ballistic missile proliferation. I met a lot of brilliant minds in the fields of weaponry and non-proliferation, meeting all these professors and experts, diplomats. I got to go to dinner at the Dead Sea for free. A big conference hosted in November. It's a 2-day conference called the Global Security Forum. This was really, really huge. It hosted the likes of Vice President of Iraq, the former President of Turkey, President Samaya of Jordan, Adam Scheinman, Obama's representative for disarmament, was also present. Sitting in a room, people who like had Benjamin Netanyahu's number in their phone. I mean, literally, this man has Obama's number in his phone, probably. These are the people who rule our world, and here I am in the same room as them, working towards policy to make all of a better place. I developed a lot of professional skills. I was responsible for calling every single embassy in Jordan. I had to call up to see if their ambassador or their defense attaché would be kind of available. My Arabic definitely improved a lot, not from just this internship, but just from being in Amman. It was really cool to be able to, again, be in the presence of all these people and get to talk to their secretaries and kind of seeing like how these conferences come to be. Now that I have this first-hand experience, it was really nice to be like, okay, yes, I can do this. It solidified, this is what I was interested in, this is a career I want to pursue. It was definitely a phenomenal experience, and definitely, if I had any expectations, would have more than met them. It was absolutely great.
With so many program options, you may find it challenging to decide which one to pursue. Here are just some questions to ask yourself as you go through this process. Determine what criteria you may have for a program and then start looking. This will certainly help you narrow down the list of possible options. Eligibility requirements vary by program and are listed on the UCEAP program pages. The cumulative GPA must be met at the time of application, while the class standing and foreign language requirements must be met at the time of departure. While all of our programs allow juniors to participate, select programs will allow for sophomores to attend. If you're aiming to take your courses in the foreign language while abroad, you will most likely need the equivalent of 2 years or 6 quarters of a foreign language. Language placement exam results in AP credit may count towards this requirement. Support staff is available at each of our sites abroad, and you will meet them upon arrival at the mandatory orientation. For the duration of the program, they will be available should you have questions about academics, adjusting to the local culture, or if you just need someone to talk to. They will also review the safety protocols should emergencies arise. UCEAP is a leader in international health and safety response. With over 50 years of experience in the study abroad industry, UCEAP takes the safety of our students very seriously and stays up to date with local and international events that may affect them. Our staff on site are very well trained in emergency protocol and are responsible for reporting back to us here in California should anything happen in any of our locations. While our staff does all they can for the students to remain safe and well, we can never guarantee anyone's safety abroad, just like we can't guarantee anyone's safety here in Santa Barbara. Planning early is key for the study abroad process. Attend as many informational meetings as you wish. Freshmen are encouraged to attend in order to explore all EAP options early on. If you plan to study abroad during your junior year, you will explore your options as a freshman and then submit your application during your sophomore year. By starting early, you will have more time to explore all options and then select the program that truly works for you. Informational meetings will most likely be held virtually in the fall. Detailed information for this will be listed on our website at that time. There are many helpful tools and resources available. For example, our website contains the Voucher Credit Abroad database that shows you courses previously taken by students and the degree requirements that the courses fulfilled. And if you're looking to speak to the EAP staff, feel free to email us. We have a team of regional advisors and peer advisors ready to help you. In closing, please know that the study abroad experience truly stays with you and will forever have an impact on your life, personally and professionally. The impact of this experience does not end upon return to the United States. Let's now hear how study abroad has influenced Ramon.
Hi, my name is Ramon Rodriguez, UC Santa Barbara, class of 2008. I participated in the UC Rome Through the Ages program in the year 2007. I was a global studies and history major and a Spanish minor. Education abroad at UCSB influenced my career in that when I went to Italy, I didn't speak Italian. And I was able to see what it's like to go to another country and not speak the language. It made me very empathetic towards limited English speakers here in the United States. I currently work at the Orange County Superior Court as a Spanish language interpreter. And in Italy, going to market or walking around in the street was hard enough for me, so I can't imagine how difficult it would have been to be in court or be in a formal setting. So it increased my awareness in regards to language access and providing people with assistance when they need help with their language skills. Studying abroad has influenced my life in that when I came back, it made me more self-reliant, it made me more independent, and it opened my eyes to global issues. I understand how the world is increasingly intertwined. I'm able to better understand the relationship between Italy, the European Union, and the United States better, and I like to keep updated. I think it's really made me a global citizen. Some memorable moments while studying abroad were the Easter Triduum, just being able to be in Rome. I was able to be at the Colosseum. Saturday evening, I was inside Saturday Vigil. I was inside St. Peter's Basilica, and Pope Francis was standing 6 feet away from me. Sunday, I spent it at St. Peter's Basilica. The school was able to get tickets for us to go to the Easter ceremony. So being there was a very moving experience. I definitely recommend it to studying abroad to anybody because it's time in your life when you are able to do something like that is before you start working full-time, and it's education abroad at the UCs cannot make it easier. You could transfer units, you could go for a summer, you could go for a semester, you could go for an entire year and get credit and work towards your degree. And it really is, or will be, one of the best experiences of your life.
This is now the end of the presentation. Thank you so much for attending. The EAP office is virtually open throughout the summer, so please do email or Zoom with us if you have any questions. Thank you.